The After Hours is one of the most famous and unsettling episodes of The Twilight Zone, combining psychological mystery, identity crisis, and fantasy into a haunting story about what it means to be human. The episode begins with a sophisticated young woman named Marcia White entering a large department store to purchase a gift for her mother, a thimble, a gold thimble. Marcia's polite, confident, and perfectly ordinary, or so she believes. She asks an elevator operator where she can find a particular item and is directed to the mysterious ninth floor. When the elevator doors open, however, something feels wrong. The floor appears deserted, there are no customers, there are no salespeople except a single strange woman behind a counter. The atmosphere is quiet, almost dreamlike. Marcia purchases a gold thimble from the woman and leaves. Soon afterwards, she begins noticing unsettling inconsistencies. When she returns to exchange the item because she finds that it's dented, store employees insist there is no ninth floor. According to the building directory, the store only has 8 floors. Even more disturbing, no one seems to know anything about the saleswoman she encountered. Marcia becomes increasingly obsessed with proving that the ninth floor exists. She questions employees, searches the building, and tries to reconcile her memories with the explanations she receives. Yet every answer only deepens the mystery. As the story progresses, strange events begin to occur around her. She experiences feelings of disorientation and deja vu. People occasionally stare at her with an uncertain, unusual curiosity. Some seem to recognize her even though they've never really met. Marcia starts to feel disconnected from her own identity. She can remember her life, her childhood, her experiences, but something feels incomplete. Eventually, she sneaks into the department store after closing time. It's there that she discovers the incredible truth. The ninth floor does exist, but not as a public shopping area. Instead, it's storage and maintenance for the store's mannequins. The mannequins are alive. Each mannequin periodically receives a month of life as a human being. During that time, they leave the store, live among people, experience the world, and develop individual personalities. Marcia herself is one of those mannequins. Her real name is not Marcia White. She's a mannequin who has forgotten her true nature after spending too long in the human world. The saleswoman she met on the ninth floor was another mannequin trying to help her remember. As Martha struggles with the revelation, other mannequins gather around her. They explain that her allotted time as a human being has ended. Now it's her turn to return to the display floor while another mannequin receives the opportunity to experience life. Initially, Marcia reacts with a horror and disbelief. Everything she appeared to believe about herself seems to be false. But gradually she does remember. She recalls her existence as a mannequin and accepts her place among the others. The episode concludes with Marcia standing motionless in a department store display window. A new mannequin begins its month-long journey into the human world, continuing the cycle. Anne Francis was an American actress best known for her striking beauty, intelligence, and strong screen presence. During a career that spanned more than 5 decades, she starred in films, television series, and stage productions, becoming one of the most recognizable actresses of the 50s and 60s. To the Twilight Zone fans, she's especially remembered for her memorable performance as Marcia White in The After Hours. Anne Lloyd Francis was born September 16, 1930, in Ossining, New York. She entered show business at a very young age. By age 5, she was already working as a child model to help support her family during difficult financial times. She later moved into radio and television work, gaining valuable experience in front of audiences before reaching adulthood. As a teenager, Frances studied acting and began appearing in live television productions during the early years of the medium. During the 50s, Frances established herself as one of Hollywood's most promising young actresses. Her combination of beauty, confidence, and acting ability led her to major film roles in Bad Day at Black Rock, The Blackboard Jungle, and The Rack. Unlike many actresses of the era, who were primarily cast for glamour, Frances often portrayed intelligent, independent women with strong personalities. Francis achieved lasting fame as Altera Morbius in the science fiction classic film Forbidden Planet. The film, loosely inspired by Shakespeare's The Tempest, became one of the most influential science fiction films ever made. Her portrayal of the innocent yet curious Altara introduced her to a worldwide audience and helped her cement her place in science fiction history. The film's influence can still be seen in later works such as Star Trek and many other science fiction franchises. She made history in 1965 when she starred in the TV series Honey West. She played Honey West, a glamorous private detective who solved crimes while challenging traditional television stereotypes about women. The series was groundbreaking because female action heroes were really rare on television at the time. Her performance earned her a Golden Globe Award and an Emmy nomination. Many later female detectives and action characters owe something to the path Frances helped establish. Throughout the 60s, 70s, and 80s, she remained a frequent television guest star, appearing in shows such as Columbo, Murder, She Wrote, Dallas, Charlie's Angels, The Love Boat, and Matlock. She developed a reputation as a versatile performer capable of drama, comedy, mystery, and science fiction. Frances was known for her independent spirit both on and off screen. She was married twice and became one of Hollywood's earliest advocates for women's independence and self reliance. She later adopted a daughter and became involved in various charitable and educational causes. She also wrote books and lectured on personal growth and spirituality later in life. Anne Francis died on January 2nd, 2011, in Santa Barbara, California, at the age of 80. Her career left an enduring mark on both classic Hollywood and television history. Today, she's remembered for Altera in Forbidden Planet, Marcia White in The Twilight Zone's After Hours, and Honey West, one of television's first female private detectives. James Millhollin was an American character actor, best known for his work in television during the 50s and 60s. Although he rarely played leading roles, he became a familiar face to viewers through appearances in many classic television series. He was born August 23, 1915, in Peoria, Illinois. Relatively little is known about his early years. He developed an interest in performance and eventually entered professional acting, finding steady work in theater, radio, and television. He built his reputation primarily as a television actor during the medium's golden age. His dependable presence made him a popular choice for supporting roles in a wide variety of programs. He often portrayed managers, clerks, businessmen, professionals, and authority figures. His natural style and distinctive appearance helped him fit comfortably into dramas, mysteries, westerns, and anthology series. Among his television credits were appearances on Perry Mason, The Wagon Train, The Untouchables, Alfred Hitchcock Presents, The Twilight Zone. Like many successful character actors, he became instantly recognizable to audiences, even if his name was less widely known. He was especially remembered by Twilight Zone fans for his role as Mr. Armbruster, the department store floor manager in the After Hours. Mulholland's performance helped ground the episode in reality. He portrays Armbruster as a practical professional manager who generally believes Marcia is confused or mistaken. His calm insistence that no ninth floor exists make the mystery even more unsettling for both Marcia and the audience. While television was his primary medium, Mulholland also appeared in a number of films throughout his career. As with his television work, he specialized in supporting roles that added authenticity and credibility to a production. He was reliable, professional, versatile, and unassuming. He rarely sought attention through flashy performances. Instead, he provided believable portrayals of ordinary people, helping create the realistic worlds in which more dramatic stories could unfold. This quality made him especially valuable in anthology series like The Twilight Zone, where the audiences needed to believe in the ordinary world before the extraordinary elements emerged. He maintained a relatively private personal life throughout his career. He continued acting into the 1970s before retiring from the screen. He died on May 21st, 1993, at the age of 77. Although he never achieved major stardom, James Mulholland represents the kind of dependable character actor who is essential to the success of classic television. Despite the fact that Anne Francis's mannequin at the very end is shown in an extreme close up during the final shot and looks remarkably lifelike, right down to her realistic eyes, Miss Francis stated in the DVD commentary that it was a death mask fashioned of plaster which was made directly from her face and carefully painted to look like the actor standing there completely motionless. In the closing narration, it's mentioned that Marcia turns human for 1 month every year. However, only one mannequin turns human every month without repeats, and 12 other mannequins are already present when Marcia is welcomed back, so, well, the numbers don't quite turn out. The episode's central theme in this is identity. Marcia spends the story asking the fundamental question, who am I? At first, she believes the answer is obvious. As the mystery deepens, she discovers that identity is more fragile than she imagined. The episode explores the fear that our understanding of ourselves may incomplete or even be completely mistaken. The story raises profound philosophical questions. If Marcia thinks, feels, dreams, loves, and fears, is she then truly less human because she's technically a mannequin? The episode suggests that humanity may be defined more by consciousness and experience than by physical form. The mannequin demonstrates emotions, memories, and desires that are indistinguishable from those of ordinary people. Throughout the episode, Marcia feels increasingly disconnected from the world around her. No one believes her, no one shares her experiences. Reality itself seems to be excluding her. That sense of isolation reflects a common human fear, the fear of fundamentally being different from everybody else. Like many classic Twilight Zone stories, the After Hours questions whether reality is trustworthy. Marcia's experiences forces viewers to wonder, what if our memories are wrong? What if our identity is mistaken? What if reality contains hidden layers we cannot perceive? The episode thrives on the unsettling possibility that the world is stranger than it appears. The mannequins eagerly await their opportunity to live among the humans. This suggests that life itself, even with its hardships, is precious. The chance to feel emotions, make choices, and experience the world is treated as a privilege. The episode celebrates the richness of human experience by showing how desperately the mannequins desire it. Marcia's journey becomes one of acceptance. She begins fighting the truth, she ends up embracing it. The story suggests that peace comes from not denying reality, but from understanding and accepting one's place within it. The mannequins receive only a temporary period of human life. This mirrors the human condition itself. Just as Marcia's month eventually ends, every human life is limited. The episode subtly reminds viewers that experiences are meaningful partly because they are temporary. The After Hours is widely regarded as one of the finest episodes of The Twilight Zone because it combines memorable twists with a deeper philosophical question. Unlike many episodes that focus on punishment or irony, this story explores identity and consciousness. Its revelation that a protagonist is a mannequin who becomes so immersed in human life that she forgets who she was. This remains one of the series' most iconic and ironic twists. The eerie department store setting, the mysterious ninth floor, and Marcia's growing uncertainty create an atmosphere that stays with viewers long after the episode ends. At its heart, the After Hours suggests that identity is not simply what we are made of, but what we experience. Marcia's month as a human gives her memories, emotions, fears, and hopes. Whether she is flesh and blood or painted plaster becomes almost irrelevant. The episode leaves viewers with a haunting question. If a mannequin can become human through experience, what truly defines humans in the first place? In my mind, this is one of the finest episodes of this season and really of the entire series. Anne Francis's portrayal of Marcia is first rate because at the beginning we truly believe that she is a shopper going into a store and totally confused when she gets to that ninth floor, which from the outset, the store is brightly lit, and he gets up to the ninth floor and she finds it's dim, hardly any lights, nobody there. kind of scary looking, kind of kind of spooky. The characterizations throughout the entire episode become one of normalcy to concern to fear to the unknown to the dread to acceptance. This is a 5 out of 5, without a doubt.